am Liveni Book Buddy, because why? We have relaunched this channel, and today I am going to do Michelle Obama's Becoming book review. Stick around. Becoming was published in 2018 and has since sold over 10 million copies worldwide. It was the biggest seller in the year 2018 and has also been translated into 33 different languages, which is a big deal. The book is a memoir of Michelle Obama's life. Let's get into what I kind of want to highlight about the book, some of the lessons that I learned, and why I think it would be a great idea to consider reading this book. It has three major sections, where the first section she talks about growing up in Chicago and that kind of family life, and then she talks about Becoming Us, where she talks about her relationship with Barack Obama when they were a young couple, the kind of struggles they went through, having a family. And she really gives us a very intimate and honest view of, and like a deep dive into their relationship as young Black Americans who are trying to have an impact in the world. In fact, that was my favorite sort of section. I think it was beautiful that she was sharing those very intimate stories with us. Then the third section is basically when she was first lady. She was first Black American first lady. Okay. She talks about the micro politics. She talks about the macro politics, and she basically talks a little bit about race issues. But I don't think she does a good enough job in terms of the way that she positions the arguments that she's putting forth. I think she tips toes around a lot of important issues, and that's my biggest critique, as just overall. The English jargon that Michelle uses in the book is pretty easy and simple, everyday kind of speech, which makes it easy for us to follow through the story, which was really nice. People are saying that the book takes long to get to the point, and I'm just like, what point are they talking about? Because the entire book is pretty much a whole big point about hashtag Black Girl Magic. Isn't that a good enough point? The fact that Black Girl Magic got a book out and we just have to read it. One of the biggest lessons, amongst the many other sort of things that I learned from the book and that I appreciated about the book, was that Michelle, when she speaks about herself as she was such a chick kind of person, like she wanted to do everything right because she understood the financial and sort of social background she's coming from, and she just didn't, she knew that she could not afford to slip up. And when she met Barack Obama, this guy was serving in a different way, and she was just like, what? And she was challenged to be okay with swerving, and not having to check every little box on this imaginary checklist that she has, that you can actually just pause a little bit and do work that matters, and not just because you have to pay bills every month, and that you have to climb the ladder of success in a big corporation. So, and she talks about how she had to actually quit her job and really dig deep into who she was, what she wanted to achieve, and how she was going to do that in actively working towards finding more meaningful work. Michelle just embodies a person that is different from what we know First Lady as, right? Because a lot of First Ladies, your title as First Lady is so ambiguous. You pretty much living under the shadow of your president husband, really. But I think Michelle managed to be herself and find meaningful work with having the position of living in the White House and being first lady. What I was taken aback by and slightly not knowing how I feel really was when she had she highlighted an instant, or sort of like she was positioning it as like a praise during Barack Obama's administration, about how basically everybody must remember how during Barack's administration that bin Laden was killed. And now I don't think in my head I imagined Michelle Obama sort of like praising someone's death, you know, and it being such a victory. And I really don't care personally what someone has done. I don't think I would sit and be happy because someone died, you know what I mean? But that obviously comes with its own politics and its own reasoning. The book, I would give it a total 4.5 star. Yeah, I think it was a good book, and she's just killing the game right now. Like, shining bright like a diamond, and that's what we like. What I really liked about the book is that initially, my initial idea was that, or my thoughts before I read the book, I was like, oh my gosh, she's probably going to be so preachy and she's going to tell us, I did this, I'm so smart, I'm so boo boo boo, I've always been perfect and this amazing person. But really, she isn't preachy at all. She talks about how she was figuring things out just like everybody else is trying to always figure things out. Question of the day: if you have read Michelle Obama's Becoming, what was some of the lessons that you have learned? Or if you haven't read the book, your question is, would you consider reading this book? Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. See you guys next time. Please remember to subscribe and comment down below with your answers and anything you want to say. Show love, okay? Bye.